In this short demonstration of NetBackup Self Service, I'm going to show you a number of different views that different users can have who might use the system. The first view then we have is the admin view. This may be the NetBackup administrator who's able to come into the portal and just check that the portal is talking with NetBackup and all of the information that is correctly passing between the two. In here then you can see we can define all of the tenants that are going to be used within the system. So these could be different companies or different divisions within a single company. Next tab we have along is the machine list. This lists all of the machines that are included within the portal. It lists details about them, for instance the policy type and the actual name of the machine, as well as a customer code so it can actually relate to each tenant. The locations tab defines all of the NetBackup master servers that we're going to talk to on the portal, and we have some visibility here on the status so we can see if we're correctly talking to all of these master servers. Finally, we define all the protection levels in the system. These relate to the actual policy type that it's going to be that the machine is going to be added into in NetBackup. You can have different flavors. So you can have, for instance, a gold, silver and bronze. We define those in the portal, and then when you go and add a machine into a policy, you'll go and look for that particular gold, silver or bronze policy within NetBackup. Again, all of these can be edited and we can add new protection levels from here, and again we can also check connectivity. The next user I want to have a look at is a tenant user. So this is a tenant called Green Trading. You can see first of all that we've branded the portal so that it has their corporate branding colours. That's very easy to do through the administration of NetBackup, and that can be done by a business user with click and point through the UI. First of all then, when this user comes in, you can see they're presented with quite a lot of information. On the left here we've got a traffic light system. This is demonstrating to them that they have 13 machines in total, but you can see that 10 of these are protected, and they're protected within the backhaul threshold that we've set. 2 of the machines are not protected, and that of course may be by design, and 1 machine currently needs attention. So let me click into that panel. You can see we've now isolated all of the red machines, and if I hover over that and we select it, you can see we're presented with information about the machine and its backup attributes. So straight away I can see from the panel up here that the reason it's being flagged as red is that it's currently outside of the warning threshold that we'd set down here in the protection level as 24 hours. And you can see also here a definition of what that particular protection level does. If you want to change that or change the particular gold into blue or red or something else, then again that's very easy to do within the system. We can also see here a list of all the most recent backups, and indeed the last one was 24 hours outside of the threshold. Okay, also on here then we have some data that relates to the machine usage. Up here we're showing 933 megabytes, which is the total storage base we're currently using, as well as some historical information that relates to what sort of used space and also new backups this machine was actually taking. Okay, I'm just going to close out of that. We'll go back onto here and we'll select all of the machines again. And what I do now is just going to have a look at these 2 boxes up here. The first one then that's showing 23%, we can set an attribute against a tenant for the amount of allocated storage space that they have, and in this case it's set at 205 gigabytes. So as we're only using 47, it was showing 23%. If we don't want to set that, or if it doesn't make sense to do that, then this box would just show the 47 gigabytes. On the right of that then we've got information relating to the historical usage, and also the new backups as well. Now normally we would suggest that you switch one of these off and you leave the one on that really relates to the charging mechanism that that particular customer is using. Now you can see on here that we're showing these columns, and what I can do is I can click into one of the columns and bring up some more detailed information for that particular month. On here then we're seeing information on new backups, and it's got the number of new backups plus the amount of space. We've also got the current used space, and also this charge is an indication of how much that machine is going to be charged that month. Now there is another attribute that you can put in at a tenant level to specify how much that tenant is being charged per terabyte, and that's how we get that figure there. All this information can be exported down here via the export usage, and if you want to view other months you can just click up here and go and have a look at another month if you wish. Okay, let's go back to the first tab. The last thing to show you then for this user is that against one of these machines that isn't currently protected, I can click on the cog at the end, and we've got a number of different options that we could do. We could go and view the details, which would allow us to view the details as I saw before for the red machine. We can do a backup now, which is an ad hoc backup on demand. We've also got the ability, if it's a VM, to go and restore that VM, or indeed we could go and restore a file. Now if I wanted to add it into a protection policy, then we've defined these: gold, silver and bronze. You can define other ones and give them your own names and use different colours, but here we're just using gold, silver and bronze. And as you saw, these have attributes against them that can be viewable by the user when they're adding it into the policy. Okay, so this is the sort of admin user for this particular tenant. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to log out, and we're going to log in to another user within this same tenant, and they will be able to see a different set of machines and get a different view of different functions that they can do with them as well. Okay, so this time we're going to log in as a different user. And as I said, this time we can see that we're only now seeing 5 machines. So we're demonstrating that different users within the same tenant, we can give different access to a different set of machines that maybe that they're only allowed to see fewer machines in this case. Also on the right hand side, if I wanted to go and do any functions with these machines, if we pick the one that is currently not protected, you can see that I haven't got the ability now to add this into a protection level anymore, or even to do a restore VM or a backup on demand. The only option here is a restore file. So this is just really demonstrating that for each different user we can make a profile that is appropriate to them, so they can see the machines they need to see and do the actions that they need to see as well. Also for this user, we've given the ability to view this graphical information, but as you can see, when I click on it, they can't actually log in and see a breakdown of that information. Okay, so this has been a short demonstration of NetBackup Self Service.